Hi everyone. I've really been looking forward to today. Today I'm off to see the female factory in Ross, Tasmania. It's about 100 or so kilometres north out of Hobart. The ride out here has been beautiful so far. Okay, who am I kidding? It's bloody boring. It's highway riding. However, passing through the odd historic town is really nice. Ross itself is a heritage listed town of significance to Tasmania. The Ross we know was established in 1812, but prior to that it was occupied by Tasmania's Aboriginal population and known as Makula. I think I've pronounced that correctly. There's quite a story to be told, but we'll leave that to a future video. Okay, here we are, the Ross Female Factory. This building is all that remains of the Ross Female Factory. It was the overseer's cottage and the rest is long gone. Now, contrary to popular belief, they don't make females here. I know, right? Think of it as a re-education centre for female convicts. Wayward women of a bygone era. It was a pretty heartless place. Think about it. A couple of 100 years ago, women didn't have the liberties that we enjoy now. Their lot in life was pretty limited. Cooking, cleaning, mending clothes and raising children was pretty much it. It was hard to aspire to anything beyond that. Sure, there were a few standout women in that era, but they were the exception to the rule. Generally, women served. I've got a hard time saying that coming from me. And places like that were set up to re-educate the wayward woman, the female convict. Sure, of course, women were here to be punished, but they were also here to improve their character. It was supposed to prepare inmates for their gradual reintegration into free society. But there was one huge hurdle. Should a woman get through the tightly regulated systems here, they'd get a pass to work. Usually they'd work as a servant for someone, and those times being as rough as they were, and Tasmania pretty much having a major population of men, the women would often find themselves pregnant. They'd end up back here for punishment for their, crime. Whether it was their fault or not. The child would be birthed here. Some would survive, but the mortality rate was horrendous. And for the few who survived, they were put into an orphanage at the age of 3. This place was harsh, and it sheds light on female life in Tasmania's convict era. So, you should put Ross's Female Factory on your visit list if you were to come here, right? Well, personally, I wouldn't bother. Don't get me wrong, it's information we all should know, but this place simply doesn't move me. It's an opportunity lost. To stand in a cold room and read things on a wall simply doesn't do the site justice. Soon enough you are pondering your sore feet, the annoying kid accompanying the other group, or the other noisy louts in the room next door. Sure, it feeds the brain, but at the expense of the soul. A few short weeks ago, I sat among a pile of rocks at another convict site. I came away shaking as I felt what it must have been like to live in that era. Here, I felt nothing. This place is sanitized, empty, and dare I say it, boring. There's little to no relics. There's nothing you can touch or feel or listen to. Just stand and read. I can't help but feel that this place has missed the mark, that it was released at a cost when it could have been so much more. We women haven't had it easy over the past centuries, and the story of Ross Female Factory needs to be shouted to everyone who'll listen. But I can't help but feel a little disappointed that it was set up in a way that is so removed from emotion and empty of any memorable experience. The township of Ross is a wonderful place to visit. Make sure you have a vanilla slice too. It's so rich in history, and there's actually so much to see here for such a little town. It really packs a punch. But in regard to the female factory, I may be being a little harsh here, but I feel that these women deserve more. I feel that their stories need to be told in a way that awakes the soul, that builds a connection and opens eyes, that encourages a new generation to desire knowledge about their own heritage. Surely here in the 21st century we have the means to do that.